What is psychology? This is probably the first question I want to answer starting this channel. We will go through how Atkinson and Helgaard answered to this question in their book named Introduction to Psychology. Let's get to the question. What is psychology? Today, psychologists define it as the scientific study of behavior and mental processes. Behavior is any observable act like speech and movement, and mental process is any internal state or process we go through. I think that's not enough. We need to know a few more things to have a better idea of what is psychology. There are four major ways to understand this field better. The first way is to understand the scope of psychology, all the phenomena that it is trying to understand, and all the problems that it aims to solve. These subjects can vary from studying how a brain injury can affect someone's behavior, amnesia, development, attributing personality traits to people, or even mental reasons behind obesity. Some psychologists are trying to treat schizophrenia, while others are trying to understand and control how media violence is changing children's behavior. At the same time, others are helping CEOs building better systems in their company or making better advertisements promoting their brand or their products. It's a world of various fields and opportunities. You can find what suits you the best. The next way to view psychology is to look at how 5 different major perspectives in psychology understand human. But firstly, what is a perspective in psychology? It's a theoretical framework that explains human cognition, behavior, and emotion in a particular way. Let's see what they are. I'm going to start with biological psychology. Biological psychologists believe that our nervous system with over 10 billion neurons is one of the most complex structures in the universe. And they believe it is capable of executing any function a human being needs. They try to unravel the mysteries of this limb, and they think that any problem we have in our behavior or mental state is a misfunction of this part of our body. Neuropsychologists and neuroscientists are trying to understand how the system works, and also they are trying to find new ways to help people with impairments of the system. Moving on to the second perspective, behavioral psychologists only care about observable stimuli and responses. They think we do what we do because we have learned it somewhere in the past through conditioning and reinforcement. The third perspective, cognitive psychology, started as a reaction to behavioral psychology. They thought that behavioral psychologists neglected a lot of complex yet important functions such as thinking, decision-making, and problem-solving, simply because they were not observable. They think we need to study mental processes, and they take a pretty objective and reliable method to do so. The fourth perspective of psychology is the psychodynamic perspective. It is started with the works of Sigmund Freud. He mixed the 19th century versions of physiology and cognition. He focused on perception, consciousness, memory, and instincts to create a bold theory of development and human behavior. He offered that most of the actions and decisions we make stem from unconscious processes underneath our personality. He believed we have the same instincts as animals, sex and aggression, and all the needs and wills we have is our personalized ways to answer those basic instincts. Moving on to the last perspective, subjective psychology. Subjective psychologists believe that one's behavior is a result of the subjective understanding of the world rather than what is going on in the objective world out there. This approach is more common among psychologists studying social behavior and personality. This approach pays a lot of attention to variables such as culture, cultural history, and motivational state. I think it's enough for this video. We defined psychology and we talked about 5 major perspectives in psychology. So if you'd like to know more about psychology, please subscribe me on YouTube and see you soon.